John to me is the embodiment of cool, crazy, and smart all at the same time. So let's see if we can find John in undisclosed location somewhere in the world. John, are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Am I right? Cool, crazy, and super smart? What do you think?
I think I'm crazy. I'm not sure about the other two. I'd like to also say, hi, if Nolan Bushnell is still there. Hi, Nolan. I worked with Nolan 4 years ago. He was on my board of directors when I was CEO of MGT. Nolan is
up,
one
remember?
of the. Yeah, that's true. You did. Nolan's one of the smartest men I've ever met. So, hello, Nolan.
So we're going to hang out longer on Wednesday, but can I ask anything, or do we have to
Absolutely.
narrow?
No, nothing's off the list here. Ask what you want.
So I'm sitting around on my laptop the other day, and I'm listening to recordings you sent me from 5 years ago, 4 years ago.
Ah.
Okay, because you said, Ken, you need to keep these because if they kill me, you have the truth. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do.
So I was listening to them, and I know there's a ton of documentaries made about you, but after listening to all these recordings, the documentaries have it all wrong.
Yeah, they do, actually. And there's another one. Well, it's not a documentary. The movie's coming out next year with Zac Efron
I'm talking about the one on
Michael.
Showtime.
Pardon? The one on Showtime. I haven't seen that. I've never seen that.
It basically says you killed, you did all these horrible things, but I listened to the audio. So I'm going to say this, John, so you don't put yourself in trouble, okay? So John and I became buds, and John, during a very strenuous time when you were in Belize, you found a way to record the government officials plotting against you.
Yes, and against everybody, actually.
But
I got to
on you because
that's true.
We're financially successful in a country that was fairly impoverished, living in a compound per se, and they were trying to embezzle money from you.
No, they weren't trying to embezzle it at all. They were trying to strong arm me. It's called extortion. They're trying to extort $2 million from me. Yep. I don't deal with extortion well. I don't respond well to it.
So what you did is you found a way to. Can I tell them how you did it, or should we keep it secret?
Let's keep that secret, please. Okay. Listen. Janice and I just got out of jail from the Dominican Republic 7 months ago. Okay, we've been on the run from the U.S. government for a year. We went from the Bahamas. The Bahamas threw us out. We went to Cuba. Cuba called Janice and I and said, "Listen, the Americans have asked us to return you unofficially." We said, "Fuck you." But you have 72 hours to get out of our country. Because you're now an embarrassment. So we left. We're on our yacht. 4.5 days at sea. We pull into the Dominican Republic. We're surrounded as soon as you get to the dock by soldiers. We're arrested, and they very politely said, "You have to go back to America." I said, "But I didn't come from America. That's not legal." I said, "Doesn't matter." But my lawyers managed after Jesus, if you're looking for a jail experience, do not choose the Dominican Republic jail. The worst I've ever been in, and I've been in jails all over the world.
What would be the Ritz-Carlton of jails in your terms? What would be the best? What would be the Ritz-Carlton?
Mexico, without a doubt. Mexican jails. They're social. Everybody's laughing all the time. You get crammed into cells with 15 people, and you have to take turns sleeping on the floor. Nevertheless, I really like Mexican jails.
You like Mexican jails, okay? Crazy. Okay, John, let's go back to this. So you gave me these audio files. I held on to them. I went back and listened to them, and there was a group called the KFC, and it wasn't Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yes, not a group, okay? Listen, we're getting into really dangerous territory here, and by you even mentioning this, you might be tomorrow on your boat somewhere running from a bunch of people too. I'm just
Well,
saying.
wait a second. I just got to let you know that I did go to the FBI. I did give them all this stuff. This became pretty serious. And this is why I want to say what Showtime or whoever bought that doc, I know is inaccurate because I have the evidence that you gave me. Now, the reason why
Okay,
I'm
well,
going to bring this up, John,
yes.
you are living in a world to where the media ran with you, but you did bait them. When you came out with that crazy video on YouTube of you pretending you're doing cocaine and bath salt with all these girls, you were asking for it.
Well, yeah, of course I was. But you know what? I bore easily, Ken. And, you know, Janice and I just, what are we going to do? I don't know. Let's make a crazy video, which in fact got 10 million views, by the way. So I don't know.
Okay, so John, what is your focus today? We just heard John Scully, and John's all over the place and he's doing incredible things. I know that you've been playing in the crypto space. You've been looking at security still. You're looking, I mean, you are just as busy as you've always been. What beats your heart right now besides Janice?
Well, the blockchain. I mean, seriously, the blockchain is the greatest technology that's appeared in the past 100 years, and it's the only one owned currently by the people. I mean, every other major world-changing technology has come from either a large corporation, and it's owned by them, or by the government. It is in some bowels of some secret program, which is not going to be released for 30 years. But no, this came from the people, Ken. And it is powerful beyond belief. One of the applications is cryptocurrency. And part of cryptocurrency is privacy coins, which allow you to transact financial dealings in absolute privacy and secrecy. No government can get into it. By the way, the most popular privacy coin is Monero. The US government put out an RFP, a request for proposal, last year, offering tons of money for anybody who can break Monero's security. Can't be done. I mean, not without the quantum computers. So that's powerful. What I've been doing is I built the first truly distributed and decentralized exchange in the cryptocurrency field. Decentralized meaning nobody has control. We don't ask anybody's name, your email, no documents, nothing. You just come in, you start trading. Now, the SEC hates that. However, they can't ever shut it down, Ken. It's in smart contracts on the blockchain. Now, it will never go away. We're not happy about it.
How does John McAfee create personal, not satisfaction, but how do you make a living, you, John, off a blockchain technology if it's for the people? How do you generate something? How do you make something? How do you make your next fortune from this?
I'm not looking for a next fortune, Ken. I don't need a next fortune. So I'm not looking for money. I'm 74. What on earth do I need more money for? I mean, I had more money than God, Ken. I had more money really than any man should be allowed to have. Now, I'm a libertarian, and that's a horrific statement to say, but really, I had too much. If you have too much to spend that you can't ever spend it, that's too much. I'm sorry. So I'm not looking for money. I'm looking for a world-changing technology that I can put together that my children, my grandchildren, and your children can, and everybody's children and grandchildren can have a more free, personally free world. And without financial freedom, you have no freedom. I mean, think about it. If you depend on the US dollar and it's taken from you can't buy food, you can't send your kids to school, can't pay your rent, nothing. So without financial freedom that you control, and cryptocurrency, nobody controls true cryptocurrency, gives you that financial freedom. Only if you have a distributed exchange. China, for example, 2 years ago, shut down every exchange in China overnight. Why? They were centralized. They had an office.
I get it.
They had servers.
We're going to dive after decentralized and centralized. the ledger, all these things on Wednesday. I am going to challenge you. We'll have fun with this. Tell me, has the quarantine, because I did figure out where you're at, by the way. I just want to let you know. And then we could talk about that another time, but I figured out where you're at. But during quarantine, how has this benefited you?
The quarantine?
Yep.
Or the cryptocurrency? Listen, I don't use dollars. Ken, I don't have a bank account. We don't use credit cards, and I haven't seen a dollar bill in 2 years.
Yeah, but how is quarantine
Everything
help? How is quarantine
help
meaning?
me?
Yeah, like, are you taking this to your advantage? Are you utilizing this to focus differently?
I'm pissed off about it, Ken. I think that the coronavirus, or the COVID-19 in any case, is the greatest phantom that's ever existed in this world. It's nonsense, Ken. I'm sorry, and we can get into that on Wednesday if you like, but I will tell you why whenever you want to know.
I want to hear it on Wednesday. John, it's always good talking to you. It really is.
All
And
right, Ken. Thank you, sir.